the thing is, due to the topography out here, it's kind of difficult to actually bring these train lines together. Ugh! What just happened? I did not hit accept on... No! I did not hit accept on that! Alright everyone, hello and welcome back to another episode on Transport Fever 2 in the free mode with me, Spacefish, and welcome back to the south of our map then. In the last episode we took on a bit more of a crazy sort of project, which was more just to have some fun and a little less for efficiency, as we made this insane mountainous train line ravining up and down the mountains and around and finishing off with this huge sort of bridge to actually end up over here to go and deliver some wood out to the sawmill in Stapleford, because what we are looking to do is to actually amp up our production in the Basingstoke Tools factory and go and deliver those tools out to additional cities in the, well, somewhat near vicinity, make more money off that, and push the level of that tools factory even further. But with that said then, just quickly before we get started, if you're new around this channel, you happen to enjoy this episode, please make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below. That would help out a ton. We're currently well on our way to 1k subscribers, and every single one is truly going to count. And of course, make sure to hit that like button as well. That out of the way though, let's get right back into this. So what we have not done at all yet in the last episode was actually buying trains, and also to the best of my knowledge I think we have not designed any lines here yet. So that is what we're going to get going with. We're going to get this line going out here, which is going to be wood to Stapleford sawmill. Maybe give that a 1, because of course we're going to have 2 train lines there going to that sawmill, the other one coming from up here of course, and we're going to need quite the crazy train for that, if I may say so myself. I think that's going to be quite the effort. Another topic actually here being, how have I planned to actually do this goods delivery? I suppose we could just go like this and cross that train line there. It's not quite ideal, to be fair. We should have more ideally planned that on the other side. Maybe we're going to redesign these train tracks here in a quick second in order to make the tool delivery a bit easier, because we're going to have to go to Dudley. So, I mean, technically this side of the train tracks is quite fine, but well, maybe we're going to do it. Honestly, I think we're going to actually leave it as is. Anyway, so that's going to be the train line. Let's also call that wood to Stapleford sawmill, and then we're going to give that a 2, and that is going to be the second line out of the way. So all this needs to get started anyway, so we may as well just get started by plunking down 3 train depots and actually making sure that those trains get well underway and that also the frequencies and everything else match up. The interesting part is going to be to actually align the height of this somewhat out here. I think that should about work. It looks a bit funky, but I hope we're going to be good there. Beautiful. So that's going to be the first one, and then we're just going to make another one out here. Which one of these 2 train lines do I have to attach it to? Apparently that's second one. Okay, so what we can probably just do here is actually put down 1 train depot like here and just attach that to both these tracks. So 1 is just going to go like that, and the other connection is going to be like this, and that should be able to serve both of these train lines. Now this one out here, honestly, I mean, it's going to be so short that we don't probably need much of anything to use the full 400 units of wood, because we do want to use them all, right? I mean, we use 2 units of wood for 1 unit of planks, and well, in the very end we want to make as much of these planks as we can to actually properly supply that tool factory out there. The interesting point, honestly, being... Wait. We should be making... Oh, beautiful! Isn't that beautiful? I think I just found out that everything we've been doing for the past 2 episodes has been absolutely useless. Isn't that great, everyone? Okay. Yeah, so that's good, you know. I'm not quite sure why I came to the conclusion that I need another line supplying me with sawed wood, to be honest. Given that, we should be well able to supply this sawmill with the max thing of 400 units of, well, 800 units of wood for 400 units of plank, which 400 units of plank is as much as this thing is going to need in its peak production. So we're going to have to find another way to use all this sawed wood now, because we're not going to be able to use that there. Whoops. I guess I made a bit of a mistake right there. That kind of sucks. Let's turn our attention to other possibilities of use then. I mean, we do have this machines factory out here, which we could use also, I suppose. I guess that's really the only thing we can use this stuff for now. Okay. Let me double triple check that I'm not mistaken here. But I mean, this thing does use 1 unit of planks for 1 unit of tools, so we need 400 units of planks and 400 units of tools, and this thing is producing 400 units of planks with a supply of 800 units of wood. So, yeah. I mean, we don't technically have to rip everything apart here, to be honest, because I mean, we do want to somewhat actually deliver these tools out to a different city or two. So that's something, I suppose, but all this part out here we're going to have to totally repurpose. That said, I think we can get started on at least getting the sawmill rolling and delivering stuff to out there and, you know, making money off of it, and then I guess we move on from there. That's, yeah. Maybe, though, we're actually only going to connect one forest to the sawmill for the time being, given that it's only got a demand for 400 units of wood, basically, through that level cap. And then if and when it levels up, we can push it on from there. What a waste, honestly. That's, well, a bit of an issue, but I'm sure we're going to find another use for this with the machines or something like that. So, what I'm going to start with then is going to be this mountainous terrain pass, because honestly, this is kind of like the bigger part of the project and what I really want to see rolling. So we're going to focus on that, and we're going to give it probably whatever has the most power and tractive effort possible at the moment, which appears to be this BRE94. So, well, we're going to grab that one, I guess. It's going to be quite a bit of money to actually keep that thing on the rails. And then we're going to go and grab a bunch of flat cars with side stakes, and we're going to also find out that we absolutely do not have the money after just pushing like 50 million into this mountainous pass, which we absolutely didn't need to do. But, you know, it was fun. But yeah, we're going to put some flat cars on there. We're going to make it quite a bunch of capacity, because I feel like due to the high distance, we're going to need quite a bit of capacity to even get there, like, get close to what we need in terms of frequency. But with that said then, let's just quickly wait until we have the money, which should happen any second now, to be fair. You know, going up and down a bit, we're waiting for the big deliveries here, or, you know, the big maintenance build is always also quite the option, I suppose. And then we are gonna maybe place a cut till we have the money. Okay, back we are. Not for the money. Well, also for the money now, but also for these. Look at that. We got some new airplanes, which I think, like, honestly, is the recurring theme. We always need new airplanes because our, yeah, our two airports just, like, we can't even closely keep up with it. But we also have the money now, so let's go and buy this thing. And let's go and assign that to Wood Sawmill 2. There we go. That is beautiful. And, there rolls this train out of the assembly lines a second. I think that's the first one, actually, that we do have of this train model. It does look quite cool, I would argue, most certainly. That is absolutely beautiful. And, well, I hope that that thing is going to nicely work away, delivering all that wood out, and at least make some of that money back that we just pushed into it. Rate-wise, where are we at, actually? That would be the important question here. Would Stapleford Sawmill 2 has got a rate of 178? 178? We've got to be absolutely... I mean, like, seriously? What you trying to tell me is that we need to make this thing 400 capacity to even get close to what we need. I mean, technically, we're still at a good in terms of, you know, the usability of that train, I suppose, but, Oh. Yeah, we may have a bit of an issue here. At our hands. Do you all see the issue? The train is too long. For, like, it's not even getting out of the train depot in its current form, which is kind of a bit of an issue. So, what we're basically going to do is we're going to waste a whole lot of money to actually get it out there in the first place. By making it shorter now. Yeah, I mean, that kind of didn't work. What do we do now? Hello? Okay, we're going to make it shorter, then we're basically going to put the carts back onto it and, well, just kind of waste a bit of money that way. Because, you know, why in the world not, I suppose? I'm not even sure it's short enough in its current form, to be honest. It's quite tight. Let's just remove another one or two, just to make sure. Boom. That should be good. Okay, get on that train track. Thank you very much. And we're going to get it up to speed for a quick second, and then we're going to go and get it up to a length of 400, well, a capacity of 400 units again. Oh, this is an absolute waste of money, but it is what it is, I suppose. This is going to be by far our longest train thus far as well, I think. Going to be quite mad. Let's see just how long it gets. Wow. How long is this thing on paper? 600 meters. Are we going to have trains that are longer than a kilometer eventually? I feel that's going to be the case. But with this then, that should get us to nearly what we want. 357. I mean, this is making quite good speed up that thing. Mountain, I suppose. We're going to go and expand that even more. We're going to make sure to get it as close to 400 as possible. Okay, let's give it like another 3 train carts, and then we should be good, I hope. And there we go, 407. Okay, so that train is just, you know, absurdly long and everything, but isn't that cool, honestly? Like this mountainous terrain line and everything. We're gonna maybe hop on its way back. We're gonna leave it running for the time being because it's already halfway across what we built there. But I do honestly kind of want to do a bit of a POV drive through what we built there because I think it's honestly quite sick the way it turned out. But yeah, so I mean that's going to be the wood delivered at the very least. We're gonna have to find out what to do with the sawmill. But what I do want to quickly focus on for a quick change is airplane travel. You can see here 27 people waiting. I'm quite sure there's going to be more people waiting up in Space City. 2. So what you're saying is we're actually quite good. Didn't really expect that one, to be honest. It was like, if you remember, there was people piling up like crazy to use those planes. So I mean, you know, it's not bad, but maybe we can consider swapping out this plane. I'm not actually... Wait, the one thing I'm also not quite sure about, we didn't even check this plane out yet, if it's like a cargo airplane or a passenger airplane, so maybe we should even check it out for anything. It is a passenger airplane. Doesn't really have any advantages in terms of passenger count, just in terms of speed, which, you know, I guess is quite good, but then if you consider that you also have quite the bunch of increased maintenance fee, and we don't really have the demand for it currently, I guess it's not really worth considering for the time being. So we'll leave it as is for now, and maybe come back to it later. The other thing that we did get, though, was new trucks, so maybe we can reduce that truck spam a bit more here, and, you know, make our game a bit more fluid, which is always awesome. So let's check that out. I think we're currently employing these, which have 12 units of cargo capacity, and those ones have 11? What kind of advancement is this? Less power, less capacity, and like 10% less. That's just okay. Not desirable, I suppose. Oh wait, no, there was something that was interesting. Side stakes? Oh! Well, that one maybe... I mean, still, honestly... It's not really worth the investment, is it? It's going to be more expensive to maintain. Probably 1 unit of capacity. I don't know. I think we can leave that as is, to be honest. So, okay. That's that. Let's focus our attention back down here, because I think this is going to be the important point right there. The first thing that we're probably going to have to adjust somewhat is going to be this train line, which is absolutely actually going to be quite the issue. I think I'm going to have to adjust it from as early as that, to be fair. Because we're going to have to pull this, like... I'm not sure where we're going to have to pull it around, but we're going to have to pull it around that train station somewhere. Where we want to pull this thing out to eventually is going to be Dudley. So... Oh, yeah, and Dryde. Totally forgot about that. So we will have to kind of go... I'm not sure, like, where to push things through, to be honest. Because I do want to have 2 train lines going, one for each city. I guess we could also go, like, the far way around here. And just cross under or above this train line. Or maybe even just, like, here. And then come around like that. I guess that's going to have to be the way we do things. But one way or another, we'll need adjustment. I think we're not going to instantly focus on that, though, because we do have this sawmill now, which doesn't deliver to anywhere. So we got to fix that somewhat. Now, in terms of this, then... We have this upper train line. So this one here is kind of the one that's supposed to deliver in the very end the goods, right? Yeah, okay. Then we want to... I guess we're going to deliver it to here. It feels like our closest and most viable option. And I don't think we have machines yet. So we're going to at least eventually make machines when we actually get the steel there too. And then Staplefort's going to get what Staplefort wants. And I'm sure there's going to be other cities somewhere like Ledbury out here that want machines. And Blackburn up there that want machines. So, you know, it's a sought after good. We're just going to have to find out where to get steel from eventually. Which I guess is not going to be up here because we've got that goods factory there. But we've got another steel mill right out there. And a good bunch, honestly, of like coal and iron mines that we could use to actually provide it with the necessary resources. So I guess that's going to be the totally revised plan then. Let's actually maybe not quite pull this out here yet, and instead actually start by putting a cargo station up. We're not going to make it a terminus because I'm not sure where we're going to have to deliver out to eventually. Going to make it pretty long, pretty fast too. And we're not going to only give it 1 track. How many do we want? We want one to deliver the planks, 1 to deliver the steel, and 2 to deliver the machines at the very least. Now the question here being too, Stapleford. How do we deliver out to Stapleford? I think we're going to deliver out to Stapleford like this eventually, to be honest. I think this is quite fine. Maybe like a tad bit of a turn like that. This should be good. I'm quite happy with that. So I guess Stapleford train station is going to be somewhere like out here at the outskirts, and then that way, you know, we can get some passenger transport going up here eventually along this train line to Blackburn and then through to Darley-Dale. And, well, we can also have, like, goods deliveries and everything else out there. So I think that's quite fine. So that's the train station, then, to accept said goods. Now, the question is going to be, for Stapleford, how are we going to deliver goods? How are we going to eventually end up delivering people as well? Because if we build across here, it could potentially eventually block passenger transport, which, by the way... Let me pause this. Where's our train at? It's already all the way back. Beautiful. Kind of forgot. Let's keep things running. We're going to maybe try on the next time. Now, the thing is, you know, I would keep the closest one here to deliver goods out to Stapleford, but we're going to need to receive planks from down there, so we would block off passenger transport that way. Maybe if we go and try and have an underground? I don't know to which extent that would be viable, given, like, terrain and everything. But I suppose that we could give it a try, right? So, let's do it, I guess. We're going to have a little bit of a tunnel down here. We're gonna try and kind of bring that back up. And maybe then connect to here. Too much slope. Yeah, I kind of thought so. Ah. The thing is, I'm not even sure. Like. Oh yeah, that's just due to this thing being wrongly set up. But yeah, like. The thing is, due to the topography out here, it's kind of difficult to actually bring these train lines together. Ugh! What just happened? I did not hit accept on... No! I did not hit accept on that! That is just unacceptable. Just freaking wasting money out here. Why not? Oh my god. That is just absolutely unacceptable. I'm sorry you had to witness that, everyone. That's one of the darker moments on this channel. Oh my god. That is just unacceptable. I just double-clicked, like, the lower it down button, and somehow the game must have interpreted that as, yes, please, build it now. Not quite sure how that one came to be, but that just wasted a lot of money. I don't even know how much we just wasted, but it was a lot. If you know, let me know down below in the comments, I guess. We can all be happy about how wasteful I am. What is going on now? I did not start that train line out there, did I? This is absolutely, like... Well, why is there too much slope out here? Oh, is it because of that train line? I think it may be because of that train line, not because the tunnel is in the way. Which could potentially be solved by us through means like these. See, if we built a tunnel out here, and it's something like that, or that, we would cross that other tunnel below the level of that tunnel. So we could go even like that and cross that train line, and then we have too much slope again because we have to cross another tunnel. Okay, this tunnel system thing is kind of making me a bit mad, not gonna lie. Where are we at in terms of height? Kind of high up. So could I do this? I think I could not. Great. Oh my god. Like, seriously, everyone? This is kind of crazy. Okay. We're going to have to fiddle around with this a bit. You know, the big issue here seems to be... Is this at the same level, then? No, this is at a different level. But it appears as though this way we can actually cross this, which is good. We want to cross it in a different spot, though. Somewhere like out there. And then we would like to go all the way down. Okay? And then we have a huge bridge, which is not quite the thing that we desired. And we're at too much slope again. I didn't even get an indicator where we would be at here. Yeah, so this is a bit of an issue. You know, the thing here seems to be that all the crossings with the other train lines are absolutely in our way. What we could try is, like, ravining this down a bit, if that makes any sense. Going for, like, of course, a proper steel bridge kind of construction, and then kind of forcibly slowing ourselves down a bit here. Which sucks. I'll give you that. It absolutely sucks, but... it'll allow us to make this thing work, I hope, which is kind of all I care for at the moment. I mean, the speed isn't the craziest topic in the world, and while this is all, you know, kind of a bit suboptimal in terms of speed, the trains that we currently use don't even surpass that speed, honestly. Trains that we'll use in the future will probably end up surpassing that speed, at which point maybe we can make this a bit more narrow or rework it in some way. But at least this gives us a way to properly deliver things out without blocking this town off of everything else. So, is it good? Probably not. Is it good looking? Probably not too bad, to be honest. And does it work? I'd hope so. So, that is going to be the approach that we'll be taking here. We've got this connected, so that'll be then where we actually deliver this stuff out. We're going to go and get a new line going out here, not from the train depot, but also not from there. We're going to get that going from out here to out there, and it is not going to give us any indicator. Why is it not going to give us an indicator? That's weird. Did I not connect things up properly somewhere? I would like, yeah, I mean, Terminal 2 to Terminal 2 is quite okay. Please tell me there's no mess-ups involved here now. We've got this. Game. Game, you've got to be joking. I'm feeling absolutely trolled at this point by the game, to be honest. Like, first, it just makes us waste money by building where we didn't want to build, and then that happens. Am I blind, or, like, you can't tell me, like, right? Why do we have a friggin' collision now? That is just unacceptable. Friggin' unacceptable. Go away, trees. I want to demolish train lines. If you gotta be in the way, then get out of my way. Please tell me that we can make this work now, and... friggin' collision! You have got to be joking. Absolutely joking right now. Why collision? I want to make this go parallel. I don't want to do, like, any weird sort of... hello? Okay, somehow the game's absolutely not having it with me right now. Why can I not make this go parallel right now? Like, can anybody please tell me that I'm not insane and everything's working as intended? There we go. Thank you, game. I don't know what's happening right now, everyone. And I'm absolutely sorry for whatever this is. But I think we've got things connected. With a little crossover, which actually we got to actually take care of by means of signal. But that should, I hope, mean that we can now connect these things up in a proper line. Hey, the line is going. Good news, everyone. So, let's go buy vehicles. We're going to go and grab... what are we going to go and grab? It's actually a good question, to be honest. I'm considering something like the AE-47, but I guess a crocodile would do the job just fine, to be honest, and be a lot cheaper. So we're going to go for that. We're going to go and grab the flat cars with side stakes once more, and we're probably not going to make the capacity all too crazy just yet. Because quite honestly, have we named that line? No. But quite honestly, I think, after naming this line, would to machinery Stapleford. Quite honestly, I've got absolutely no clue what I was talking about. Oh, it's going great today, everyone. I'm sorry. But yeah. I don't know. That thing's going to do the job for us just fine. We're going to save a bit of money. Yeah, right. The reason for the low rates. I mean, this thing's initially only going to require very low amounts, as you can see right here. 100 units produced, which means it needs 100 units of planks, which we can serve that with a very, very low frequency at our hands, to be honest. That said, I see an opportunity opening up out here. Hello. How are you doing, buddy? Feeling a bit polygonal? Hope you're doing fine. Okay, let's go to the other side of this train and watch this absolutely beautiful train line. I think this is actually quite sick what we built out here. You know, you can quite a lot of times, I feel, not quite appreciate some of these, well, visuals involved with what you're doing in the game. Because, of course, you're always looking at things from a top-down position. It just doesn't really look quite that hilly and mountainous and crazy, whatever we're doing. But, I mean, just look at this. And that's kind of why I wanted to build this sort of line, you know? It's absolutely wasteful. Doesn't make any sense. We had to put 15 bajillion more carts onto this train than we really needed to. We had to put a more expensive train on there than we really needed to, among many other things. But just look at how cool this is. So yeah, just having fun, and you know, you can even see the trains taking off there in the distance and heading for Space City. which is also quite nice, I think, you know. Overlook that entire valley, have a bit of lag due to autosave. I think this is quite sick. So yeah, maybe we're going to go on a bit of an extended ride there in the next episode then. For today though, I think we have well surpassed our usual target of 25 minutes, so I'll have to end it off here unfortunately. I hope though that you all very much enjoyed the episode. Of course, if you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always help out a ton with the algorithm. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon in order to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. With all that out of the way though, as usual everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will catch you in the next episode very, very soon. Ciao.